Hey guys, Buffin Gaming back, bringing another video for our weapon conversion series, and today we're going to do a theoretical build for the HK433, turn it into a battle rifle. So basically we're going to turn this into a sniper variant or a battle rifle if they were to add something like the HK231, which would be a 7.62mm attachment to this particular weapon. So let's go ahead and get right into it, and we'll cover this build. I'll show you how to build it, we'll test out the recoil, and then see how it handles in-game against bots. So here we have our final design. So if I go ahead and strip this down to the base, we have the base kilo or the HK, whoop, doesn't want to, okay, there we go. The base kilo or the HK433 here. So let's go ahead and take a look at the attachments for this. So what we want first off is a compensator. So this is going to assist with the recoil control as well as the cons being ADS speed and aiming stability. Now for the barrel, this one's pretty important. You want that 19.8-inch prowler. So just about that 20-inch barrel. This is going to assist with damage at range, bullet velocity, and recoil control, with the cons being ADS speed and movement speed. So we'll go ahead and put that on there. We're going to skip out on the laser. And then for the optic, this one's really subjective. For this one, I'm going to use the variable zoom, but I've played around a lot with something like a candid hybrid, because that allows you to have that candid mounted 45-degree red dot sight, or even something like a 3x VLK or a 4x flip sight. But we'll go ahead and stick with that variable zoom sight, because what we're trying to do is replicate the HK417 almost, except with the HK433, since that is a combination of the G36 and the HK416 or the 416. So stock, we're going to want the SingGuard Arms Pro Sniper. So what this is going to do is assist with our aiming stability. We're going to be engaging mainly at a good range with this. And the cons being aim, walking, movement speed. Now for the perk, we'll skip out on that, as well as the rear grip and the ammo. And we're going to go with the underbarrel. We're going to throw a bipod attachment on there. This is going to assist with our crouch and prone recoil control. So if we were to put this in prone, it would basically be a laser if we were going at a distance, but really what we want to do is try and use this as a DMR or a battle rifle. So this is the final build, and as I said, the HK433 is a combination of the HK416 and the G36, essentially. Now, since the HK416 has a variant called the HK417, which is a 7.62 variant of the weapon, and mainly is used as a battle rifle by the U.S. military right now, this, it's safe to assume, would have this particular build. So in real life, and I covered this in my wish list for Season 2, there is a variant of the HK433 plan called the HK231, which is going to be that 7.62 by 51 NATO variant of the weapon. And this essentially is what this would be if we had the attachment for the 7.62 rounds. So to make this behave more like a DMR, one thing I've definitely played with is the burst, so that'll give you a 3-round burst toggle. And I'd say it actually is surprisingly efficient with this weapon. But since it is usually a 2-round burst kill, it's not mainly a burst weapon, I like to keep it on full auto and have the select fire to single, but you can also just tap fire on full auto and get the 3-round burst without the delay between bursts. So besides that, that's really it for this. You can also, if you wanted to play around the ammunition, you could put a 50 or 60 round on, but since we're going to be engaging mainly at range with this, we're going to want to keep it like this. So this is the final build of our HK433 battle rifle or DMR variant of this weapon. And hopefully if they add a 7.62 attachment to this, we can make a HK231 and basically replicate this and make the same thing, but with that heavier headed round. So let's go ahead now, get in game, check out the recoil, and see how it handles against bots. Okay, now that we're in game with our 433 sniper or battle rifle variant, let's go ahead and test out the recoil for this. So mainly because we have a bipod on this, first I'll try it just stand, and then we'll take a look at it with the bipod. So I'm going to select fire to single, and you just tap fire, not control. So you can see there, we're standing up, not controlling recoil, and there's 0 recoil with that. So let's try full auto, standing, not controlling it. Okay, so not too bad muzzle climb there. Now let's try firing how this is intended, really with a burst. Standing, not controlling. Crouching. and prone. So there we go. That is the HK433 Battle Rifle variation of the weapon. Obviously, this is modeled after an HK231 if that were to be put in game. So you can see how accurate it is here. Just with the bipod, we're tap firing that full auto to give it that burst feature without the delay. So I can, in a situation, I can go 3 rounds and then just let that rip where I need to. So this is the HK433 sniper variant, or the battle rifle variant of the weapon, intended to model the HK231 variation that would be in 7.62 millimeter once that comes out, and hopefully they'll release that attachment in game for us to play with. So now let's go ahead and get in game, see how it handles in game against bots. Okay, now that we're in game with our HK433 battle rifle or sniper variation of the weapon, let's go ahead and see how it performs in a game against bots. So first off, what I'm going to do is kind of get us in a position here where we can use it as intended as a sniper or a battle rifle DMR variation. So I'm going to put it in select fire to single fire, and we're just going to kind of hang out at a distance here and see what kind of kills we can get at range. So this being realism, it is one-shot kills to the head, which is kind of what I'm counting on in this particular mode. So here they come. Let's just see.
Taking control.
So there we go. We drop them in about 3 shots, which is good. Now, really what I want to see here, let's go ahead and reposition. What I want to see is a variation called the HK231. So I covered this in some past videos, especially the wishlist video that we covered yesterday on the channel here for Season 2. And in that video, I went through different variation of the 433 called the 231. So since the HK433 is based, basically the G36 and the 416 or 416 combined into 2 weapons, so it's basically the best of those 2 combined. Oh boy. And since the 416 has a variation called the 417, as far as that 7.62 by 51 NATO, it's only safe to assume that they will have this version as well. So that is already planned, called the HK231, and that does fire the 7.62 by 51. So I think it'd be really cool if they added an ammo attachment for that in game, and then we could make the HK231 in Call of Duty Modern Warfare. And that'd be pretty cool to use, not only as a battle rifle like this, but as a assault rifle too. So you could put the same attachments you would on a base kilo, just with the ammo conversion to 7.62, and you would have basically a 231 assaulter. There we go. So you can see the rate of fire here is very fast if we tap fire it. The problem that it's lacking is the damage, so we would definitely need those 7.62 by 51 rounds in game in order to give us more damage to the weapon. So I really hope they go ahead and add that. Now, in real life, the 433 was introduced in 2017 at a shoot show. This is basically intended to replace the G36 for the German military, so that should happen. I believe the G36 is being phased out in 2020 this year. So the G36s will be phased out, and the HK433s will begin to cycle in and replace them. So go ahead and call in this VTOL. Now, in real life, as I said, the 433 is 5.56 NATO, and it does come with a lot of different barrel sizes. It comes with an 11-inch, 12.5, 14.5, 16.5, 19, and a 19.8. So that's what we're using here with this build, is a 19.8. making it that sniper variation. So if we had a 231 in game with those conversions, this would be the build that we would be using to basically emulate the updated 417 or 417, since it is a combination of those rifles. So I think if they did that and added the 7.62, it would just be a 20-round box mag, similar to like the Scar and the Odin having a 20-round box mag on them, and something like the FAL as well. All the 7.62mm weapons besides the AK seem to come with 20-round box mags. So that would be one option. And then also you would have the ability for full auto fire. You have the burst round as well, and also the single shot, which we are using here. So none of that would change. You'd still have the same features. Just with that ammo conversion, you would be able to make a brand new weapon with this and a bunch of new variations. So I think that'd be really cool if they added that. Let me know down below in the comments, is that something you guys would use if they put that in game? And I know from the comments on yesterday's video, it seems like a lot of people would probably be using that. And so here on Sling, I'm using my MP7. This is basically my Navy SEAL build of the weapon here. MP7A2, so I'll be covering that in a future video as well. At base, it is an MP7A2, but you can put some attachments on it to really emulate what we've seen in Medal of Honor Warfighter, if anybody played that game. This is something that the Navy SEALs use. We've got a 5 milliwatt laser on here for hip fire as well. So let me know what you guys think of the Kilo 141 or the HK433 in real life. And is it something you would like to see, is those 7.62mm ammo conversions for this? I think that'd be a really cool thing to see. Also in that game, or the video yesterday, I covered how we would like to see the 416 in the game also. And if they were to add that, I think it'd be good if they added the 417, which we talked about is the 7.62 variant of the weapon. And then the ammo conversion would be 5.56, and you'd be able to create a HK416 as well as an M27 IAR out of that if they added that. So that's the really good thing about the weapon customization and the conversions in this game, is they add one new weapon with the right attachments, or just one attachment to the right weapon, and you're able to make multiple different variations of the weapon and brand new weapons as well. So that's, I think, my favorite part of this game. So let me know what you guys think below. Do you want to see more attachments added to the Kilo? Oh boy. So we are playing in realism, which is why headshots are just, they instantly drop it, you can see there. So if you're liking the content on the channel, be sure to subscribe to the channel and like the video. So it definitely helps me out. We've grown quite a lot, so I thank you guys so much for that. We're going to be doing a giveaway when we get to Season 2 here in the next week or so. So stay tuned for that. So I am Buff Nerd Gaming. This is the HK433 Sniper or DMR variation. And until next time, Buff Nerd Gaming, out.